Oh,
So here we go. Hi, YouTube followers. This is Gary Campbell. I'm with Lisa Conrad, and as you see, she's happy to be in the park today. She's happy all the time. So, tell us, Lisa, first, what do you like? What do you consider yourself? I mean, I know you're an artist, but do you have these little boxes, these names that mass culture
okay,
likes to?
my title.
Yes.
My title. So I'm an
Yes.
artist. I'm an educator.
Mass culture titles.
Yes, my title.
Stamp. Artist. Educator.
And I'm the founding director of an art space, the Newark Print Shop.
Cool. Tell me, when do you know you were an artist? Like, did you know that?
Well,
How
actually,
did that happen?
been making art my whole life. So, um, when everybody would be out and like playing outside, I'd be like creating things out of like shoe boxes or creating my own comic strips. I always was, making things. I just
old
like
were you
to make
then?
things. When I was little.
Yeah, you're little now, but how
Yeah.
old? You were
Like,
5, 6?
Yeah, 5, 6,
You were
7.
making comic strips?
Yeah, and like little constructions out of cardboard and shoe boxes. So I just always been drawn to, create. What else? Like I like to make things with my hands. So all through school, like art class is really what got me through school, especially in my teenage years. If I didn't have art classes, I probably wouldn't have made it through school.
But you didn't like all the other subjects?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I just found it to be a very difficult period, being a teenager, and art just really got me through. So I've always been drawn to making and creating, and creative energy. I just thrive around that, around other people making art.
How do you explain art? How would you explain art? Your own personal definition.
Well, it seems to be shifting, and like throughout a lifetime and throughout your experience, what type of art you make is always changing. At least for me, I work in different mediums. A couple years ago, I was like making a ton of handmade paper and making my own books. More recently, I find my art practice to be more about social practice with the work that I do at the print shop and community engagement. I find that to still be art. So I think that it shifts. It's a matter of creating whatever it is that you're creating. So right now I'm creating space for other people to create. And I find that to be art as well.
It is.
So
It is. That's pretty
I
powerful.
find myself to be making less of my own personal like paintings or prints, although I still do that. But I find more of my creative energy towards, the space that I'm, actively working on right now, the print shop.
And in a real sense, I think what you're saying is that people that started this place where they're just doing art for art's sake, the true artist moves away from just art to art's sakes until it goes to art where it has this social importance on many levels, on one level.
Yeah.
Because that's what I hear you saying. I'm like, and I think that you're probably even, you will. We were talking about the incubator. I mean, you're going to another place where you're talking about creating the artist community.
Yeah.
I think. You're looking at me like,
No,
don't make up my mind.
Yeah, no, I mean,
No.
maybe that's where my
No, I'm
energy's
listening to
going
you,
toward.
and I'm listening to you, what you're saying, and that's what it seems like. So we're learning something on the fly, and that is that the true artists, when they're open, they don't just create for others, but it becomes part of learning how to create the communal space. The art not just for the social space, and pull in the community. That's the next song. Your thoughts? I mean, I don't want to talk for
No,
you.
no,
I
no,
just see you
that's
say
okay. I just feel that, art is just important for everybody, no matter what level of an artist. So you could be like you were talking about before, you're interviewing artists on many levels. So you have MFA artists who've like studied at prestigious institutions.
Yes.
Then you have people that might not have made art for 15 years and they forgot that creative energy, and we got to tap
Good
into
point.
all of that. And
Yes,
I
excellent
feel like
point.
that's it's very important for people to tap into their creative energy, to make things with their hands, to make things from their heart, to make things from things that they're thinking about. And often we don't, especially in the world that we live in, we're so consumed with, fitting into the mold. making the money, going to the 9 to 5, that we're not giving ourselves that space, and there isn't that space often, even in our communities or where we live, you know. So that's where I'm focusing my energy these days, my creative energy.
That was good explanation.